Okay, it's May the 1st. What's important about today that I have alluded to in the past, and no, it's not Occupy America. It's not cryptic celebration of either the birthday of the Illuminati or Communist Forced Fun festivals, although these events certainly shadow into the shades of meaning for my picking of today to announce and launch my publishing operation, opening the doors for business today, May 1, 2012. So there it is. I said on May 1st you could begin buying the serial installments that will become the full published paperback novel in August, September of this year. And I've made good on that declaration. My publishing website at bluefalconpress.com is still under final shakeout and renovations, but the important stuff is in place, the landing page. You can get the first third of the novel, Pretty Hate Machine, on the publishing website as a PDF ebook, or you can link to the Amazon page and get it as a Kindle download for 99 cents. So welcome to my website. I'm the guy that wears all the hats around here right now. I'm operating on a dangerously non-existent income stream right now, so I can't outsource just yet. When my Kickstarter.com campaign gets approval, I will be approaching the big bad world for free market support of this operation. And that operation is to get the first novel, Pretty Hate Machine, into print and available online at Amazon. I've been out of work now since April of last year. I had a 2-month stint in Kuwait during that time, but other than going to drill, I've been surviving on my wits and the help of family. My experience in the last year, and in comparing notes with other vets, leads me to suspect something foul is in operation here. It is a fact that veterans are the biggest slice of the unemployed right now, and it is also a fact that the laws already exist for doing what I'm about to suggest might be going on. The Department of Homeland Security has commented internally in memoranda that returning veterans of the armed services are to be considered the new threat. Potential domestic terrorists. The leak of the MEAC report from the Missouri Fusion Cell makes it even clearer as to what our government thinks constitutes a domestic terrorist these days. Top of the list is, of course, returning vets, followed by Ron Paul supporters, libertarians, gun owners, anti-Federal Reserve activists, homeschoolers, fringe Christians, gold bugs, anybody who displays Revolutionary War flags like the Gadsden flag, that's the rattlesnake flag that's yellow and says "Don't tread on me," anybody who talks about the Constitution or argues constitutional points of law, anybody found with pocket constitutions or Bill of Rights on their person or in their cars, anybody who participates in organized protests of any kind, or anybody who is critical of government activity. All of these people are now considered by our government to be potential domestic terrorists. And since the MEAC report came out, we can add those trafficking in raw milk and organic produce as filthy terrorists that need to be SWAT teamed out of existence. Basically, the point I'm making is that the federal government is painting a terrorist profile that fits a huge percentage of the mainstream American population. And the federal government just bought 450 million rounds of .40 caliber handgun ammunition. And what do you think they're preparing for? I assure you that they are not getting ready for a long day at the target range, okay? I'm suggesting that Homeland Security is currently blacklisting members of the veterans community that have become noticed in some way as displaying attitudes that fit the above profiles, so they've been flagged. And these individuals are in government databases now that employers must consult before hiring new applicants for jobs available. These laws mandating that employers must get Homeland Security approval for new hires is already out there. Like everything in this machine they're building, it's being selectively enforced for the purpose of conditioning the public to the normalcy of such things, which creates an interesting dilemma for the vet finding themselves in these straits. Basically, I see two choices when faced with being blocked from seeking traditional employment to cover the cost of living. One, our vet could enter the underground economy to carve out an income source. Or 2, our vet can start a business of some kind and use this vehicle for self-employment. Now, when the government ramps up their programs to screen business licensing through Homeland Security as well, they will shut down option 2, which will thrust everyone into the underground economy, which could be the best thing to have happen when you come to think about it. Alright? Now, since I am the vet we are talking about, I have obviously chosen option 2 to run with. Building a business around my writing talent seems to be a no-brainer. I already have a professional publishing track record, and the cost of producing my product is much more economical than starting, say, a gun manufacturing business. I can do most of this work in the beginning on sweat equity alone, okay? Now, back in the days when I was writing my Mac Bolan novels, I found a fan site called macbolan.com. I created an account on that forum, introduced myself, and began interacting with the readers directly, and it was a great experience. As part of my unique marketing plan, I am opening up my Writer's Workshop doors to my readers. Each new novel will be on a 4-month publishing schedule. Back in my Bolan days, I had 3 months to write a book. I will still adhere to that 3-month writing schedule. During that 3 months, I will issue the book as it stands each month in an installment. Over the course of the 3 months and 3 installments, all the readers have the chance to comment on the unfolding of the story and make suggestions. So on month 4, the physical version of the story is published with all revisions completed. Using this paradigm gives readers an actual participatory stake in each book of the series. It becomes, in a very real sense, as much the reader's series as it is mine. Be sure to check out the video teaser for the book below. I make a cameo in it portraying the lead character in the first book, Detective Black Jack Carnahan. If those of you out there who are close followers of popular entertainment icons like I am, over the past 40 or so years, you might recognize who Jack Carnahan is in Hollywood mythology. That association was deliberate. You will notice that a lot of my characters are analogs of my most favorite icons of popular entertainment over the years. Since I write to please myself, I proceed from a simple desire to see all of my most favorite character types gathered together in one place to explore the wild, crazy conspiracy universe I long to see these types of characters grapple with. Okay, now that's my formula. That's the bare bones blueprint for everything I will write. And now time for my very sincere content warning. Make no mistake about it, I am not engaging in soapbox theater here. This is burn your eyeballs out of your head theater. This is extreme writing for adults. I don't cater to the family here. I cater to individual adults. My style is unflinching and confrontational. You're going to get dirty in there. There's no other way to get through this swamp but right up the middle. Chest deep in the shit, like grunts in Vietnam. You might come to have a fair idea of what it really means to be in the shit. We're going to be in the middle of a real shitstorm here. I promise you nothing but madness at 130 miles per hour with no safety features. I can't be your psychic airbag too. If you're a fragile, sensitive little fawn that really does believe you have the right to not be offended, then you might have a rough time around here. All I promise is a harrowing ride. If that's the kind of ride you're looking for, you found the right place to call home. So I dare you. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Let the good times roll.